Welcome back, good to see you as always, and now, as Monty Python used to say, for something completely different. An incredible cruise and escorted land tour adventure in South America for October in 2027. Now this is your chance to plan now the most amazing collection of places and experiences and have us here at Cruise1st do all the hard work for you. Wait until you see what's on the menu. The most wonderful cruise journey and the chance to be escorted through the delights of some of the most vibrant and incredible sights of South America as you go and explore and tour Rio de Janeiro in Brazil and Buenos Aires in Argentina, as well as intimate encounters with the most spectacular waterfalls on Earth, the Falls of Iguazu. Now, the greatest thing is that your journey starts here in the UK, down at Southampton, where you'll begin your near month-long holiday away by cruising for 22 nights with Princess Cruises on the delicious Majestic Princess. So let's have a look around her first before we set sail. Oh my word, amazing. And actually Majestic is already adventurous ship as well. You've probably heard, we've talked about it in the shows as well, that she's actually going to be sailing in Antarctica from November in 2026 right the way through to January in 2027 as well. So this is part of that wonderful season. Well, on board, well, if you know Princess, you know that we go to Princess for great fun, fabulous restaurants, a massive array of restaurants, and great fun activities as well. Things like the movies Under the Stars and whatever, which I cannot overemphasize enough, is a really special occasion. I mean, when you go up there to see a movie Under the Stars, and it could be, you know, a big production film, it could be a live concert or whatever, it's wonderful because it's not just a regular lounger that you're on, it's a pimped up lounger, extra squashy and more comfortable, and you sit there with your popcorn and your cocktail and whatever and enjoy the experience. I did it recently myself on the Crown Princess, watching The Sound of Music. It was brilliant, really, really relaxing as well. But you know what? You've got everything on a Princess cruise ship. You've got all the dining, you've got all the restaurants, you've got the fabulous gym and the spa for you to be able to indulge in the spa menus. Oh my word. And the team on board, if you've never been to a spa before, literally go to the spa reception and ask them to take you for a tour around the spa. They'll show you the thermal suite and all the treatment rooms and everything else, and then the menu of treatments on offer. If a show is your thing, well, you've got lots and lots of different choices, as you can see here, from the big production shows to the wonderful game shows that you can be part of as well, things like The Voice of the Ocean. There's live comedy, there's entertainment, there's all sorts, and plenty that you can get involved in as well, things like karaoke. As I say, the game shows that you could be a contestant if the price is right. It's going to be a great holiday, honestly. So just the cruise itself is like a holiday resort on its own, but we are going to take a big, big, epic journey. I don't think anyone really has taken a 22-night cruise before, have they? Not for a long time, maybe. Well, we leave from Southampton and we head after a day at sea to Vigo in Spain, where, of course, Santiago de Compostela is there for a guided tour. If you want to treat yourself with Princess Shore excursion, go and see the cathedral and wander around the pilgrim route. And then from Spain, we head to Portugal and to Lisbon, one of my favourite cities ever. Go to the Sintra Palace, wander around the city itself, get to the Oceanarium if you get the chance. It's second biggest in Europe, and it is wonderful and very, very immersive indeed. Then you'll have a day at sea, and we're in Madeira. I love it when we see Madeira because that means we're heading off for far-flung lands. And Madeira is gorgeous, of course. Do the cable car and the wicker sled ride down because it is so great. I'm sure you've seen it on TV recently as well. Across to the Canary Islands we go now. We'll start in Tenerife. You've got Mount Teide, of course, the national park there, and the wonderful volcanic landscapes. It looks like Mars in places on Tenerife. It is fantastic. Not that I've ever walked on Mars. Well, one day we'll have trips there, who knows. Then we go to Gran Canaria, a little hop across to another Canary Island where the weather's always gorgeous, even at this time of year where we are sailing, and it's well worth seeking out a tour while you're on Gran Canaria. Then we've got across the pond, 5 days at sea, to Fortaleza in Brazil. Now you can enjoy a beach day here at Cumbuco. There's dune buggy rides and fresh seafood waiting for you, which sounds rather nice and a nice new part of the world to discover. 3 days at sea and we're in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Now of course you can go up the Corcovado and see Christ the Redeemer, and of course you can stroll along the famous Copacabana beach, and you will be singing that for the rest of the day now, I'm sure. A couple of days at sea into Montevideo in Uruguay. Maybe here, be a culture vulture for the day. Take a little tour around the colonial old town, maybe visit a local winery. There will be tastings along the way, I'm absolutely sure. And then we have and finish the cruise part of this adventure in Buenos Aires in Argentina. We are there first for an overnight, so how about enjoying a lovely tango show with dinner, exploring the Recoleta as well, just doing the touristy bits. This is going to be amazing. And this is the point where you will bid farewell to Majestic Princess, but you're going to embark for the next 6 nights on the adventure of a lifetime, a treasure trove of discoveries, all fully escorted. Now, Mark is standing by with all the details of this magical experience.
Welcome to Argentina and the capital Buenos Aires, where you'll begin this amazing adventure with an overnight stay. Here you'll take a guided city tour to discover the full beauty of this vibrant historic city, including the stunning National Congress and May Square, plus the House of Government, the Metropolitan Cathedral, and one of opera's wonders of the world, the Colón Theatre. You'll go on to visit the traditional neighborhood of San Telmo to experience its magical atmosphere that will feel like you're going back in time. You'll stop at La Boca, famous for its picturesque and colorful architecture, and then continue towards Palermo before finally visiting La Recoleta, one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in the city. That evening, you'll enjoy dinner and a fabulous tango show. On day 3, you'll fly to Iguazu, where you'll spend 2 days discovering one of the 7 wonders of nature, the breathtaking Iguazu Falls, where you'll be mesmerized. You'll first journey to the Brazilian side of the falls to see the mammoth series of 275 waterfalls cascading over the precipice almost 2 miles wide and 250 feet deep. Walk into Devil's Throat Canyon, where the clouds of mist, thundering roar, and 180-degree rainbows surround you. And the exploration continues on day 4 with an escorted tour of the Argentinian waterfalls, including an excursion through the Iguazu National Park on board an open-air ecological jungle train through the rainforest. You'll get the chance to enjoy an intimate encounter with the waterfalls and enchanting corners of the jungle before arriving at the Devil's Throat, the most imposing and beautiful fall. After a truly unforgettable experience at Iguazu, you'll fly to Rio de Janeiro, home to white sand beaches and the world-famous carnival. Here you'll spend an overnight soaking up everything this incredible city has to offer. Your first day will give you time to explore at your own pace. Be sure to check out the famed Leblon, Ipanema and Copacabana beaches, or perhaps take a trip to the historic city of Petropolis to see the former summer palace of Emperor Pedro II. On day 2, you'll take a full-day tour of Rio. Here you'll have the opportunity to visit the most iconic attractions, starting with the Sugarloaf Mountain, some 396 meters above sea level. It offers panoramic views of the Lime, Copacabana, and downtown districts. You'll then visit one of the new 7 wonders of the world and Rio's most visited tourist hotspot, Christ the Redeemer at Mount Corcovado. Then you'll get to see the spectacular statue up close and personal, whilst also taking in the most impressive panoramic views of the city. It's a truly spectacular, cultural-rich tour that sees you taking in some magnificent sights from Buenos Aires to the fabulous Iguazu Falls and on to incredible Rio de Janeiro.
Wow, thank you, Mark. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, what an extraordinary set of wonders to enjoy there. So here is the overall holiday therefore, of course, starting in Southampton, taking that wonderful cruise with Majestic Princess and then leading ultimately to Buenos Aires in Argentina, having been to Rio along the way as well. So that's great. So you can do all of the hotspots, knowing what's coming up later in your trip to Rio as well, which is brilliant. Now listen, we are advanced planning here for quite a way away. We're talking about October in 2027, and this is a whopping 29-night adventure. A low deposit will secure your places on what is an unmissable and very, very popular adventure. We've been running this kind of tour over a number of years now, and it is always so highly rated, so well fed back as well. And actually, when you look at the price tag of the overall package, it's not what you expect it to be at all, given everything that you are enjoying as part of this. I mean, first, there is the 22 nights of cruising. 22 nights, just, you know, I think sometimes maths is difficult on the spot, isn't it? That's just over 3 weeks of cruising. Full board with Princess on the Majestic Princess, starting here in the UK, down at Southampton. So you get someone to drop you off down at Southampton, that's nice and easy. And then you go off cruising, enjoying everything on board as you cruise through Spain and Portugal, the Canary Islands, and then across to magical Brazil and Uruguay, and on to the final night on board in Buenos Aires in Argentina. And then you start this epic 6-night escorted tour and stay adventure with your Buenos Aires full city tour, which includes a tango dinner and show, which is lovely. And then you get your flight to the majestic Iguazu waterfalls to enjoy those wonderful close encounters of the falls. And you can do it from both sides as well, the Argentina side and the Brazil side, going in, as Mark was telling us, through into the Devil's Throat, 2-mile wide canyon, and watching the falls there. There's also a full tour in Rio as well, going up Sugarloaf Mountain, overlooking the city, the famous beaches, and going to Christ the Redeemer. You have to while you are there. It is amazing that we've packed all of that experience and that long cruise, and of course we fly you back as well. I should mention that we fly you back at the end for this price tag here. That's extraordinary, and that won't stay that price for long either, to be honest with you. They tend to move very, very quickly as they become more popular. So if you like the idea, you've got the number to speak to our team, 0800 953 4700. And here's just an overview of everything that is included in the experience. It is really, really superb, I have to say. As a quality offering, whenever we look around the world to see where we can make that holiday just a little bit extra special, but this one in particular, and I know from past experience as well, from people who have traveled on trips like this, and they find it so magical, and they wouldn't have missed it for the world, and they wouldn't have known how to arrange this kind of thing themselves. To get all of that wonderful travel in this one package is epic. So if it's of interest to you right now, let's start the conversation today. Remember, we've got low deposits available as well. Call us on 0800 953 4700. I think an adventure like this is something which, you know, actually, if you were sort of braving it yourself and trying to arrange it, I think you'd find it rather daunting. And the great thing about one of these adventures is that, remember, when you book with us, you're booking as an entire package, all the travel, the cruise, the tour, the everything. So that's all taken care of by us. You know we're ABTA bonded and ATOL protected. You know all about that. Told you that 3,000 times at least. So actually, when you're doing the bigger adventures, it seems so much easier when someone else is kind of carrying the weight of that. And what a magical time you're going to have on this adventure. I mean, I love a waterfall. Absolutely love a waterfall, and I would stand at those Iguazu falls as long as you would let me and just watch the majesty, because they are massive and awesome. But also going into Rio and doing Christ the Redeemer and all of that as part of this adventure. I'd urge you to go and watch this show again, actually. It'll be on our YouTube channel. And if you're interested, you've got any other questions about it, please do just give us a call. It's 0800 953 4700, and we will answer any questions that you have. But listen, thanks for your company. There's lots of other shows with tours on them as well, so look out for those. I know I will see you back here in a couple of minutes.